Okay, I just thought I was filming. I don't know. So now I'm filming.
Parents are looking at me going,
Dear Lord.
no, it was cold. There are people
Lake,
who use it and utilize it. You can see that you can rent boats down at the beach, kayaks and pedal boats and whatnot, and tool around on the lake. Also, you see all kinds of people on the beach enjoying a beach day in the north country of New Hampshire. Looking right behind the beach, you see that rock face. That rock face is known as Artist Bluff. Back in the day, artists used to go there, set up their easel, and paint the view down through the notch. It's absolutely spectacular in the fall when the leaves are changing. The whole valley in here is lit up with red and yellow and green and all sorts of colors. It's tough to get one out of those monkey windows. Back to Artist Bluff. Two ways to get up there. Right behind the beach, next to a guardrail on the road, there's a trail that's rocky and fairly steep going up. If you're not up for a steep and rocky walk, you can go a little further down the road, park at the overflow parking lot for Canon Mountain, hike up the Bald Mountain. It's about a mile across over to Artist Bluff. Nowadays, you'll see no artists up there with their easels. You just see people with cell phones taking selfies. It's a different world altogether. The other interesting little note, if you're very lucky, and it happened last week, and it happens a couple times a month, we have Black Hawk helicopters coming up through the notch and zooming around, and as well as jets flying over us. The military jets, they tool around this area doing their practicing and that stuff. So living here, we get a roar of jets or coming up the notch. We had some people, I told about that, and then they said, we were up there and the helicopter went by, so they were coming up here after they've been there. We'll be coming up to Tower 1 in a moment. Tower 1 is the halfway point. The two cars go opposite each other at the same speed at the same time. That being the halfway point, we're going to see the red car known as Ketchup on its way down. We are obviously are not in the yellow car known as Mustard. Did you know that? We have ketchup and mustard. Kind of cool, isn't it? I had a school group once, and the kid comes to me at the top. He says, I came up on ketchup, can I go down on mustard? And I did the numbers and figured it, and we go down the same car. So
I know this isn't the Alps, but my God, it's hard for me.
You gonna go down on ketchup, or you gonna do this one?
The red line on the way down.
You don't know. All right. You got time to figure it out. Up here to my right is Mount Lafayette. That sits at 5,200 feet.
Wow.
That's also going across that ridge as part of the Appalachian Trail. People hiking from Georgia all the way up to Georgia up to Maine. They go across that ridge. If you go on YouTube, you can see all kinds of videos. We're coming up to Tower 2 in a moment. Tower 2, something interesting happens.
Oh God.
Tower 2, the cable's going fairly steep as we approach it. When we go over it, the cable flattens and levels off a little bit, so we're not climbing as steep. And because of physics, as we go over that change, it's going to get a rockabye baby in the tram car as we go over it. Don't fall asleep when we go over.
It's gonna shake. Oy, oy, oy.
I got a question for you. When did this tram line open as a trail? Because it never was.
I don't know that.
Wow, look at those views.
Yes, the last, I'm going to say 20 years.
Oh, here we go.
I've never seen it.
Oh,
Here we go.
oh Jesus.
An interesting story. A
Don't
guy,
like
my
that.
first year doing this, he pulls me aside at the top and he says, you know what you should do in Tower 2? I'm like, I don't know what. He says, when you go over Tower 2, don't give the people a warning and freak out while you're going over it.
That's great.
I was going to give you a warning and tell you that story, but what could happen here?
Wow.
We're now over the regular ski runs that are used by people every day here at Canon. And you see those poles on the side of the trail, those are our snow guns. The water from Echo Lake is pumped up the mountain in the winter. They shot out the nozzle of those snow guns, turns it to a mist. That mist hits the freezing cold air, drops down to the ground as snow. There will be 15-foot mounds of snow underneath those snow guns. Our groomers come by, knock it down, spread it throughout the trail, and extend our season by quite a bit. Last year, our last ski day was April 10th. The year before, we were able to stretch out another week to April 16th. April 16th, that was an interesting day. It was 75 degrees. I was working this lift that we can see down here on the left. I was wearing t-shirts, shorts, and my ski boots. I shut the lift out at the end of the day and I skied down, and everybody who skis, it was literally like pushing around mashed potatoes. It was wet, heavy snow, slushy, but it was 75 degrees and April 16, so it was fun. We'll be entering the building up here shortly. As we enter, the computer slows us down considerably from 4 meters per second down to 0.3 meters. Oftentimes, as we're going into the slip, we're going to bang that corner right over there. We're inside of a drum, so it sounds more than it is, but it is what it is. Off on the right, you'll see a trail that goes into the woods. That's the rim trail. I invite you to take a walk up there. It's about half a mile around.
Look how the trees are
As you're
small.
walking around, you can see down to 93 down below. You can see down to Louis Mountain, which is about 15 or so miles south of us.
Trees are smaller
You
up
continue
here. It's
around,
really
you're gonna
cool.
come to the communication tower. Take the stairs up to the top, it's 3 stories up. There's a viewing platform up there, you can enjoy the view. And I think I don't know if that's you guys, I'm looking for the view. It's about 35 miles from today. So come to me, we're gonna tap that blue bumper as we, right about now.
Ah, you know,
That is a little bit more than a tap.
God.
It's a little bit more than a
Just see when
tap.
it's windy.
Oh, man.
Just gonna say,
No way.
I've come in here, well, we bounce on that side, back over here, and it's like 4.
He's like, it's a
But
tap.
I wish I had a video.
Oh, we made it.
Take
God damn.
your time, enjoy your time up here. We go down every 15 minutes. There's a cafeteria over here. Make sure you're at least on the last one.